Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, the 18th of November, 2023, and I just got back from the gym and playing with my dogs. And I've discussed a lot of conspiracy theories, and I have debunked and exposed the Challenger in multiple videos. But I can do it again now and just break it down to that. But before I do that, Alex Jones, despite the fact that, first of all, I would love to go on a show or be invited. I don't know with everything that I share, though, if he would put me on a show, because I've also called him out for things that, like, for where he's been, even with January 6th, right, with InfoWars and how there were, many of them there that were assisting with staging and planning this event. So that was this morning, and here's Alex Jones. I hope you can hear this.
Operation. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to watch my life ruined and my children's life ruined while you put your wreck to go. How about this? I'm not part of your operation. And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to watch my life ruined and my children's life ruined while you put your wreckage in my country. I demand Benjamin Netanyahu take 20 Palestinians in his house. And I demand his candy-ass son in Miami suit up in body armor and go to Gaza and fight these people or get the hell out of my world. And I don't say that because I hate Jews.
Obviously.
I say that because I'm not a toilet bowl you sit on and shit on.
He's very dramatic. And that's why he has views. Obviously, he's an actor, he's an entertainer, and he does share a lot of truth. So I highly do recommend people taking a look at his work and his show. But I do also call out this stuff that he talks about. That's I don't know, like this, like higher level consciousness stuff where he talks about like intergalactic and galactic stuff. Like I'm not in that. I think it is what it is. There's not enough proof or evidence that I've seen yet, and I'm a researcher that, as you could tell by my channel, I've been on point with everything. Not to brag, obviously. It's just to get this information out there and expose people and organizations that are lying to us, and it's not helping, right? So these are lies that are huge, and they've manipulated and exploited us, and it's just bullshit. Tom Mintz here. Liar. At least 6 of the 7. Yeah, it is you. It's you. Scar. Oh yeah, they tell the truth. To their friends and family, they tell the truth, not to us. And I'm so upset that I'm getting called out for being a Karen liar sellout to the world. How many years? Like, what's her salary? What's her salary been like for decades? Fuck this girl, man. Peacefully. But for shame. For shame. Lady, shame. Like, they're never cute. Like the girls that sell out, like they're never cute. I'm just kidding. The nerve. The nerve to carry on her acting career. Oh, brother. And out of the funerals, like there were no twins, no accounts in schools either, like in their elementary schools, like no accounts anyone ever had of anyone having twins. Come on, Karen. Like I don't. I'm not sexist. Like he's a Karen too. I don't discriminate with the name. Oh my god. Of course, this Karen had to be like in the spotlight, like, and then make it about her. Like you didn't like just ah. It's a good show. Yeah, it's so sick. Yep. And it worked because I have people in my family that watch this on TV and are convinced it actually happened. And I try to give this data to them because again, like, I've known this stuff for like a few years now, obviously. Um, and don't even want to look at it. And I've shared stuff and they don't even want to look at it. And I will say that Orson Welles, like about over, like 75 years ago ish, with that alien invasion, that he was like alien invasion radio broadcast terrified listeners. It's like 85 years ago, actually, ish, October 30th. Orson Welles announced to audiences in a chilling radio performance that Martians were invading New Jersey, leading terrified listeners to believe that Earth was under attack by hostile aliens. But the so called news was fake. Wells' infamous performance was a dramatization of the H.G. Wells science fiction classic, The War of the Worlds, and was part of a weekly series of dramatic broadcasts created in collaboration with the Mercury Theater on the air for CBS, according to a transcript from the program. So, even that, right? Like people committed suicide. There's so many different like crazy things that happened after that. And then even in Hawaii, which I was up there for, by the way, and during the missile, like the fake missile attack, which they're saying was a fake missile attack, which we thought for like 38 minutes was an actual a strike looming at any minute or any second, and I handled it like a boss, by the way. Anyway, it is what it is, and it could have been a real missile that was going to possibly strike the island. We didn't know which island that wasn't given. But even then, people committed suicide. People there were accidents all over the friggin' place, and people calling, their families or friends and loved ones, and crying and saying like, I'm dying, all this fucking crazy stuff happens all the time. I was super yeah. Anyway, I won't get my story. I've already talked about that, but I was ready. We grabbed iodine, and because we were in a Walmart, because I was we were like me and my ex and a couple. We were in Winnebagos, our own individual ones, and we were like just basically going from like area to area on beaches and stuff like that. And we actually did the road to Hannah as well, which is a very dangerous road, and so many other adventures. And I don't even know where I was going with that. But anyways, it was a very interesting trip. And so we were in this Walmart just like to stock up on supplies. And then the alert comes, and then me and the guy that was a veteran too, like we went to the pharmacy right away. We were telling the Walmart people I was like, close the doors, stay in, remain calm. No one was listening. Everyone was freaking panicking and losing it. So we went, got stuff from the pharmacy, went back, got our partners, and then I was like, look, like let's go to the the back section and like look for like covers and stuff like that, like for our faces, like masks and gas, like and hazmat suits, and look for weapons and supplies, you know what I mean? Because like who knows, right? But like first protection and then iodine and stuff like that. And then by the time we were almost finished getting our suits on and stuff like that, it was called off. And yeah, anyway, so that and but we were staying in an area where it was like concrete area, right? So there was follow, so we protected, take the iodine pills, that potassium iodide, whatever you want to take, whatever's available, and try to stay in an area where you have supplies. Why would you leave an area when you don't know what the fuck is outside, right? And yeah, and there was water so like I think was the smartest thing to do and remain calm throughout. She's stumbling because she's caught. So I hope you enjoyed that. So the Challenger, also everyone survived. And there's so many different things that I expose and have for years, which is why like I'm on multiple LinkedIn accounts now. Like I'm on my third one on YouTube as well, and I've gotten continuous strikes even though I'm on account number 3 or 4 on YouTube even. And my social media, like people get warnings for like looking at my content. With the irony in that, when I'm only on Rumble and YouTube sometimes to expose like lies from our current elected officials, cabinet members, and mainstream media, and people that think that there's people out there that are independent media. I'm also sharing that they're also not sharing factual information like I am and exposing the truth of conspiracies like I am, unfortunately, or not aware of them. So share my channel. And so I've called out and discussed USS Liberty, Northwoods, Titanic, Pearl Harbor, January 6th, the Freedom Convoy, 9/11, Challenger, the reality of the world, and the shape of the earth. Literally, like what's going on in Europe. I exposed all the misinformation regarding Ukraine and Russia, the ghost of Kiev, that's fake news, Snake Island, fake news. The Polish farmers that died, that was Ukrainian air defense. And that was, I believe, to be a deliberate strike in order to try to blame on Russia yet again and get us ushered into a war. Nord Stream 2 was blown up by people that were, this is public knowledge. Seymour Hersh also exposed this as well. It was blown up by people that were involved with NATO and Ukraine. Bridge as well, that dam. The drone strike in Afghanistan during the pullout. People were trying to claim, even the president, that this was terrorists. Nope, they were innocent civilians, including children. I've shown video of, even in Canada, like Lake Miramichi, even not last summer, but the summer before, getting poisoned by people in hazmat suits working with government. And the guy that was sharing the videos, he was sharing that a guy that was part of the wildlife preservation area, he was also involved in that, or the park ranger, whatever you want to call it. So like people are easy to dupe and or too cowardly to ask questions or get people to stop what they're doing no matter what. And so we need to have more people that are courageous and peaceful, but call this stuff out, expose this stuff, communicate this stuff, and get it out there so that we don't get involved in another war that's not going to help anyone. And aliens don't exist, as to what we're being led to believe they are, like these outer dimensional, outer space from like other planet friggin' beings and species. That's fake news. Look at my channel and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I will leave it at that for now, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful day.